Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hobart Bay Sports Network. I am your host Justin Winter, and today it's Hobart Bay on the road in Corvallis against the Oregon State Beavers, who really don't have anything to play for except for playing spoiler. Hobart Bay's defense has been elite this year. Oregon State, not so much. Neither is their offense. There's a reason that they're 2-6. They're led by this guy, Eugene Fowler. Legend has it that his parents met on the Oregon Ducks campus. He has 11 touchdowns to 13 picks. No wonder they have 6 losses already, and he is nothing special. We should probably handle him well. Welcome to the winter wonderland that is Corvallis, Oregon, where Hobart Bay is breaking out the all-whites to blend in with the snow. Oregon State, on the other hand, is an all-black, so we'll see them plenty fine. Oregon State, look at the unfortunate situation they're in. Pac-12 North, absolutely dominant. You have 5 teams that are ranked 3 in the top 10, and then you have Oregon State and Cal, who are just getting whipped on. And they just have no hope. They're getting annihilated. I guess their only hope is to beat Oregon or Washington State, but even then, that's proven tough. Oregon State will kick off first, and we do have kickoff in Corvallis. That one is Timothy Paulson, and he will take this one out. And he cuts to the right, and he will. Ooh, he's got some room on the outside. Tackled at about the 35. Good return to start off the game. Split backfield here to start. We will do a simple run up the middle to John Gordon. It's the bread and butter of this offense. 9 yards. It was effective with Tyree Nolan. It's been effective with John Gordon after the first couple of games. Handoff up the middle again, and it's another easy first down. No real challenge by the Oregon State front 7. This time they're going to go through the air. Brett Stone launches, and it's intercepted by Jenkins. Well, how about that? Oregon State saying we can't beat you with the ground, but we can beat you in the air. Wow. All right, Beavers force a turnover, and now they're going to keep with Eugene Fowler, who I guess gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third down. Obviously a passing down. I don't see him running here. Fowler will launch, and that's caught on the right sideline by Adam Green. So Oregon State saying, hey, we do have some offense. They will toss to the left now, and Wilson will be met in the backfield. Loss of about 1.5 yards. Not exactly the greatest play in the world, especially if you're trying to keep a drive going. Third down and long again. Is it the same play call? No, they're rolling out to the right. Fowler will find his man, this time Kyle Jenkins. Another first down converted on a 3rd and long. Very surprising. I'm impressed by Oregon State so far. And this run right here somehow got the first down. I'm not sure how Jared Nixon was not called down, at the very least for stop of forward progress, but they let him play and he got the first. Here's a draw, and that's going nowhere. If anywhere, it's going backwards. Sorry, Anthony. That's Jeff Walker's 2nd tackle for loss today. Third down, they're going with a split backfield, but no runs. Will they utilize the running backs as receivers? No, they'll get sacked instead. Loss of 9 for Eugene Fowler. Jonathan Stone got the sack, and Hobart Bay will get this ball back. So, Oregon State punting the ball to Randy Roberts. He will take that at about the 15-yard line. Goes out to the right. Can he outspeed them? He can outspeed him. He's got some room, and Randy Roberts gets to about the 46-yard line of Oregon State. What a great return. Now we got Cale Snow in the snow. How about that? He's going to roll out. We don't see him do this very much. He launches, and it's caught by John Gordon. He's down inside the 5. What a play. You don't see that very much out of Cale Snow. He's a lot less mobile. He prefers to stay in the pocket. But he does great there. 1st and goal. Toss right. John Gordon will get into the end zone for the game's first score with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Let's go with a quick studio update now. Arizona State upsets UCLA. Wow. Well, it's a close loss, and UCLA, they really just need one more win to... Well, I don't know. They're probably still in. Wyoming survives. Clemson wipes the floor with Florida State 35-13. So Florida State, their second loss on the year, I believe. Clemson doing well. That's a refreshing dose of reality. 3rd down and 7 for Eugene Fowler, who will find Garrison. Man, I had a hard time reading that name. 4th down again. They didn't get enough. Another punt to Randy Roberts. Question is, will he do as well as he did last time? Well, he seems to have some space on the outside. He got past the man, cuts back inside, down at around the 45. So, not too shabby. Just under a minute left for Hobart Bay. Now, handoff to John Gordon, going to the right. He will somehow stay on his feet, and that's going to be a house call. Touchdown, Hobart Bay. And that is why you never give up on a play. He looked like he was just going to fall flat on his face, and that would be that. But no, he keeps his balance. Watch this. Alright, so he's tripping, but then he gets up, somehow breaks a tackle right out of a trip, and runs all the way. There was no one there for Oregon State. And we're going to have to see how the Beavers respond down 14-0. Fowler will find Charlie Ellis. Good throw. Fit it in a tight window there. And that will be our final play of the first quarter. So, Hobart Bay up 14-0. Oregon State needing to prove themselves on this upcoming drive. Can the Beavs play offense? That is the question I left us with at the end of the first quarter. Eugene Fowler seems to think that yes, they can. Charlie Ellis with a nice 11-yard catch. He was a terror last year. Remember last year, Oregon State took us to overtime. We needed a 2-point conversion to win the game. Now we got this guy, Wilson, breaking a tackle and finally shoved out of bounds. Granted, this year's Hobart Bay team is not the same as last year's. That has been abundantly obvious watching these games. 1st and 10, handoff. Tim Wilson breaks a tackle, but won't prevent him from losing yards. A valiant effort, but he needed to go north and south, not east and west. 3rd down and 9, long to go again for Oregon State, but they've had no trouble converting these earlier. That's caught, no, incomplete. Thought his man had it, even if he did catch it, not sure he would have held on. Here we go. This is a decent length field goal, it's up. And there was never really any doubt about that, so Oregon State gets on the board. A good first score, you need something. It's better than getting nothing. 1st down and 10. Brett Stone just got it out, and it's swatted away by Keith Caldwell. Ooh my, Keith, if you'd used 2 hands, it could have been 6. It would have been the easiest pick 6 of your life. Instead, this is caught by Ken Anderson, and he is going to beat everyone in a foot race. Touchdown, Hobart Bay. Last week, Timothy Paulson twice dropped interceptions, and it ended in Oregon points. Well, this week, an Oregon State defender has dropped what could have been an interception. He didn't drop it, he swatted it away, but it could have been a pick, and now Hobart Bay capitalizes with a touchdown the play after. That is how you make them pay for mistakes. Now, this is going to make it a 3-score game. Oregon State, they really need a touchdown now. They really do. High formation, toss left. Oh, they're going to throw, but it's a tackle for loss. Not technically a sack because Tim Wilson is a running back and not a quarterback. 3rd down and 10. Made the yardage up. Can they get more? Eugene Fowler to the left, and it's incomplete. Foot was out of bounds. But they're going to review this one. All right. I thought he was out of bounds. Let's see. His foot comes off the ground. Maybe if that left toe was dragging.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Okay, so they say his left toe was dragging. All right, I mean, we're up 18. It's not really a big deal. Eugene Fowler even loses yards there for us as well. How considerate of him. Loss of 4, Jeff Walker, his 3rd tackle for loss today. He's doing pretty well. Oregon State, what can they do? They can hand the ball off, that's for sure. And what a run. Kinda don't expect runs like that. 11 yards for Tim Wilson. That's a great counter. Now they're going full power formation. And Eugene Fowler's going to throw. He slips. And that one's knocked away by Felix DeChambeau. The slip may have cost them. First down for Hobart Bay. Handoff to John Gordon. Picking up a solid 7 yards. The runs today are just so good. I mean, 7 runs for 91 yards. Killing them right now. There's another handoff. And it's not as far as the other ones, but 4 yards a carry is still good. That's good enough to get you first downs. High formation, play action for Brett Stone. He will launch, and that is caught somehow by Bentley Zweibel. His first catch of the game. Granted, we've only had, I think, 3 catches total today, so here's a toss right to John Gordon. He didn't get the block on the edge, but he broke it off anyway, and now there's a flag.
Personal foul. Face mask.
A face mask on Oregon State. It's going to be costly. Now, under 40 seconds, bringing Brent Harris in motion. They're going to go with that little screen. They love it, but no blocks, and John Gordon loses 3. What's the call here? They're going to run it down to a second, and now they're going to go for it. Interesting call, and Brett Stone is hit before he can really throw it, and that will end the first half. Some uncharacteristically bad clock management for Hobart Bay to end the first half. Nonetheless, they're still up 18. They should handle this fine. Unlike last week, where I saw hope for the Oregon Ducks offense, I don't see that much for Oregon State. I just don't. They haven't driven down the field. Their defense hasn't impressed me. I mean, what are their 2 stops? An interception, which was a pretty bad underthrow, and poor clock management. Not impressed. Not impressed at all. And quite frankly, this is what we expected. A 2-6 Oregon State team doesn't really have any business being in a game like this. We'll start off with a speed option, and Fowler will lose 3, though that was the better of the 2 options. I suppose he could have thrown the ball out of bounds, risking a grounding or ineligible receiver downfield, but even so. And that's caught by Tim Wilson, who breaks a tackle. Good play, 10 yards. That's how you respond after you lose yards. It's exactly how you respond. 3rd down and 3, trips to the right. They're going to drop back with Fowler, and he will find his man on the sideline again. Oregon State really needs to start utilizing those sidelines more. They've had a lot of success over there. 2nd down and 8. Handoff to the left to Brooks, who somehow breaks the tackles, gets a chip block. Oh my goodness! What a run! And what a blocking job too! Anthony Brooks and the entire Oregon State offense executed that to perfection. Look at that, 3 men right there. Line is holding up. Receivers and tight ends are going out and getting chip blocks like they need to. That is the epitome of a good run. Wow. Did not expect that. Good things out of the Oregon State offense, I guess. Brett Stone rolling out. Oh, how's he going to get out of this one? He's just going to chuck it, and it's picked off. Not really a surprise. Gordon Jenkins can't make the tackle, so this doesn't really function as an arm punt unless said arm punt was a shank. So Oregon State down 11, good field position, handoff again, and this does not go for a touchdown. It goes backwards 4 yards. That one goes to Nathan Davidson, his 3rd tackle for loss today. Hobart Bay has done good at getting tackles for loss on 1st down, but they've given up quite a few, and here's a flea flicker, and Eugene Fowler finds Adam Green. They give him the 1st down. I guess if you could do that, your mascot deserves to break dance on the opponent. I think it was a generous spot, but still. There's a catch by Charlie Ellis, and that was on 3rd down, so Oregon State, 4th down and 4. They're going to send out the kicker for a long one. This one over 50 yards. I can't tell where they are exactly, though. And the ball stayed inside. So, 21-13. Oregon State is back in this game. It's only an 8-point game. Timothy Paulson will again take the return, and he got good blocks on the edge. And that'll allow him to go out to about the 47-yard line. Another great return. The return game's been on point for Hobart Bay today. Kale Snow will roll out again. Uncharacteristic day for him, and that's caught by Ken Anderson. Great plays all around. And Ken Anderson has 2 catches for 114. Gotta love that average. 2nd and 9, split backfield, handoff John Gordon. What else is new? And that's a first down. 9 yards. Hobart Bay, I think, is trying to say, hey, remember, we also have an offense. We got to this lead for a reason. Kale Snow could not get out. He tried escaping, didn't have the time. Michael Jones gets the sack. Can't really blame Kale Snow on that. It was good coverage downfield, and D-line crashed in. Brett Stone gets that out, finds Brent Harris, and Brent Harris will come just short of the goal line. Still gets a first down. So 1st and goal, still going with the spread. Brett Stone, short. Oh, that's a touchdown for John Gordon. So Hobart Bay, in response to the 10 unanswered by Oregon State, goes down and scores a touchdown. It's going to make this game a 15-point game after the extra point. A great drive for the ones, definitely proving that, hey, Oregon State is going to have to do a lot more if they want to come back in this one. 2nd down and 10, drop back for Fowler. He will run with it instead. He will get tackled, no slide. Picks up 9. That's a good run. 3rd down and 1. Can they convert? Handoff Brooks. He gets the first down. I feel like he could have gotten more, but he got what he needed to. And that will end the 3rd quarter. So, 15-point game. Oregon State ball. We'll see if they can pull a comeback. This is a pivotal drive for Oregon State. They need at least points, but they really do need a touchdown. Fowler will start off by getting sacked. That's not good. No, sir. Nathan Davidson, his 4th tackle for loss, first one that's a sack. 3rd down and 12. Again, Oregon State has converted plenty of 3rd and longs. They pull off another. That one at the sideline, but Adam Green stepped out of bounds. And they punt the ball away. Ooh, not so sure about that one. Brett Stone got Brent Harris, and he will get chased down eventually, but still 42 yards. Great play. And now Hobart Bay, at the very least, they seem to be in Mike Holloway field goal range. That would make it a 3-score game. And John Gordon will pick up another first down. No, they're definitely in Mike Holloway field goal range. And they've been killing a whole lot of clock, my goodness. Hand off to Randy Marquardt, who gets stuck losing yards. Again, like last week, I feel bad for the man. 3rd down and 5. Hobart Bay. Hand off Randy Marquardt. This time he gets a good run, picking up 11. They're just chewing the clock right now. Just killing as much as they can. They're going to continue running with John Gordon, and he will get tackled at about the 1-yard line. Allows them to drain off another 40-ish seconds. Now 2.5, 3rd and goal. Jodo Joannan with some wildcat. He's going to throw, and it's caught! Is that Chris Oliver? I think it's Chris Oliver! What kind of a play was that? We just witnessed a tight end to fullback passing touchdown. Yeah, that's it. Oregon State's not coming back after that one. No, there's no way. 35-13 is the final score, same as the Clemson-Florida State game, except that one was supposed to be a little bit more competitive. This was about what it was supposed to be. John Gordon gets player of the game, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, not to mention the pretty good game he had through the air as well. I mean, our running backs, they're not chumps when it comes to receiving yards. And that's just a good game overall. Hobart Bay took a solid lead in the first half. Oregon State tried to make it interesting, and then we finished them off in the 4th quarter. They couldn't stop us. They punted the ball to us with 7 minutes left. We drained it all the way down to about 2. And made it a 22-point game. You're not coming back from that. You're just not. I would say the highlight of the game was the Jota Joannan touchdown pass to Chris Oliver. I mean, how often do you see that? Anyway, great game all around for us. Oregon State couldn't keep up, though they did put up more of a fight than I thought they would. So maybe they can, make 6 wins in the future. I don't know. There's not a lot of hope for them, but there's a lot of hope for us. We win 8 games, probably making the tournament now. Let's review this one in the postgame show. Collectively, a great game today. Brett Stone 6 for 11, 176, 2 touchdowns. The 2 picks weren't preferable, but Cale Snow made both of his passes for 73. Jota Joannan had 1 completion on 1 attempt for 1 yard, which was 1 touchdown. On the ground, it was all John Gordon, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, including that masterful display of balance. Ken Anderson, obviously with his massive touchdown catch, took the field in receiving, but Chris Oliver also got a touchdown, so did John Gordon, so you had a receiver, a running back, and a fullback getting touchdown catches. Felix DeChambeau with 7 tackles today, 6 of them solo, 1 assisted. None for a loss, though. We had 3 for a loss by Jeff Walker, 4 by Nathan Davidson, including a sack, and 3, including 3 sacks by Jonathan Stone. Heck of a game. Oregon State had Donnie Austin, 1 tackle for loss. 2 picks by Ryan Jenkins. There you go. That is their defensive player of the game right there. He actually kept them somewhat respectable. On the receiving end, actually 94 yards for Adam Green. They had a better receiving game than you might think, it's just that they didn't utilize it enough. And on the ground, 63 yards for Anthony Brooks and a touchdown. 54 came on the 1 run. Tim Wilson, 31 yards. And then through the air, Eugene Fowler, 20 for 26, 202 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. And he took 4 sacks. So, yeah. Oregon State, they weren't terrible. They actually beat us in time of possession. That's amazing. Wow. All right, well, we're moving on. We're up to number 2 now. We jumped from 5 to 2 in 1 week. That is wild. And we beat a 2-6 team as well. A lot of teams in front of us lost. We get to face the Utes at home in the next one. They need to win out if they want to make the tournament. I hope to see you there, but until then, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and have a nice day.